What's up, Kansas City? It's Tiffany Berry here. Today I have the awesome Cynque Tolefree with me. How are you?
I'm great, and you?
I'm doing good, thank you. We've been interacting with each other for a while. I have to come to one of your events. I remember the first time I met you, we were on the plaza. I think you had just made it back in town and you were exercising. This was about a year and a half ago, I believe. But tell Kansas City who you are, what it is you do, and what's so special about Cynque.
Well, special about Cynque. Well, I don't know if it's so much special, but I was born here in Kansas City, and I grew up here. And I left in 1981, and I moved to Las Vegas, from Vegas to Atlanta. But I like to call myself like a cultural cachet. I like to promote black culture.
Yes.
And so that's what I'm about.
Absolutely.
Promoting black culture.
Most definitely. Yeah. And with you promoting black culture, I know that you have these events that you put on. You have things with the soul, everyone coming together. So tell everyone about the events that you have going on. I know you have one coming up this weekend at the Buffalo Room, right?
Exactly. Yes, it's called Felabration, and it's about the life and legacy in music of Fela Kuti.
Okay.
And he was a Nigerian musician, great musician. So we're trying to continue his legacy of promoting great music and great dance music. Yes.
Absolutely. So really quick, while we're on the Buffalo Room, what time is your event starting this weekend at the Buffalo Room?
The doors open at 8. Be there early. We're going to have a little marketplace where you can buy handbags, jewelry. It's from 8 until 12:30.
Okay, awesome. Now you usually have these shows and events going on quite often.
Right.
How let Kansas City know, how often do you put on these shows? And I know they are at various places, but how often do these shows go on?
Basically, we trying to promote music, positive music, dance. And I would like to reiterate dance because sometimes we think that the music can be fun and we can't dance off of it if it's not, sometime, over the top. So, but we basically, every month we do a showcase we call Mix and Mingle. So every month. We call it second Friday.
Okay.
Every month. Yeah.
Awesome, cool. So I know that you said you're real big into promoting the black culture,
Yeah.
and in the day and age that we are right now, to where we're seeing all the killings going on, not just within our community, but with the police and things of that nature. How do you feel about those things going on right now?
Well, I probably feel like most of us, that Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Fela, the guy that we're celebrating this weekend, he was very, very against injustice,
Yes.
and especially police brutality. So I'm very much, fighting against injustice as well. And but I like to do it in the sense, like I said, through dance, music, and everything. And so I think that we as a people have to realize that we can't rely on other people to feel sorry for us, and we just got to do what we have to do, because, Dr. King, when he was assassinated, that was a lesson for us, He was about love, and forgiveness. He still got shot.
Right.
So we have to be about love for ourselves, and love one another. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, Cynque, I follow you on Facebook, and I see how you promote the black culture. I see how in tune you are with yourself, and that goes to say a lot. So, was there a transition when you were younger, or did you just come about to this, or was this black culture part of your life, always?
The black experience is in all of us.
Mhm.
However, I had to grow to understand what was happening in our community, and so forth. I had to learn about more of our culture because
Mhm.
it wasn't readily available in the community at the time.
Right.
But don't get me wrong. There was some experience that when I was younger, I saw the Black Panther Party
Mhm.
roaming the neighborhood. I guess I was alive. I ain't telling my age. But
Right.
Dr. King, I was very young when Dr. King was assassinated. I remember the National Guards and the stuff that was going on then. So maybe just the time, the movement, was just part of the experience, I guess. But for the most part, I had to learn history.
Mhm.
I had to learn about who am I, where did I come from.
Yes.
So when I moved to Atlanta, I was influenced by like Dr. John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben Jockinson and all the historians that helped me to see life a little bit clearer.
Absolutely. So this Felabration, not celebration, but Felabration this weekend at the Buffalo Room, it basically embodies all of those things that you were talking about.
Yes.
So not only can you gather around, people who feel the same way, you can dance with people who feel the same way, you can embody the whole experience. So how important is it for people to come to the Felabration, enjoy themselves, and get to know a little bit more about their culture?
I think it's critical because it's not every day in Kansas City or anywhere where we get a chance to really dance and learn about important, significant historians who help us to see who we are.
Yes.
And so I think it's a great thing, and I like to see that Kansas City support it because we're trying to do this annually. And to do this here, we need major support, and this is not just about the older generation, and this is the young and the older generation because there's people like Erica Badu, Common, the Roots. A lot of these hip-hop artists was influenced by Fela, in his struggle for our people.
Most definitely. So, quick question. If I can't dance, is it okay?
Yeah, see, dance is not about, I can two-step, right? And
Me
I
neither.
love it and everything. But I like to see Kansas City more individually expressing themselves. You don't need a partner to get up and feel good.
That's right.
When you hear a nice beat, especially a nice drum and funky beat. So that's what we're going to be hearing Saturday. So you don't need a partner. So everybody can dance because life is a dance.
Awesome.
Basically.
Cool.
Yes.
So for those who may want a little bit more information, how can we get in contact with you, and how can we find more information about the Buffalo Room for this weekend for the Felabration?
Okay. Well, first of all, you can hit me on Facebook at the House of Soul, the letter KC, and you can like the page and you get a lot of information about what we do, and also the address of the Buffalo Room and more about the Buffalo Room as well. And my phone number, if you need to contact me, you can call me at 404-838-6396.
Absolutely. I love the whole black culture thing. I love the energy that you put off.
Right.
So any last words to Kansas City or to the community worldwide, especially the African American community, about joining together and trying to fight this fight? What words would you tell our people?
Yeah, that's good. Well, I would say, be strong and believe that change is coming. It may not look like it, and with all the struggle and the fight, with this police brutality and discrimination and whatever, we gotta maintain focus. Focus is coming together.
Yes.
And to empower ourselves, and not to have power over others, but to empower ourselves, so we'll be able to work together again.
Absolutely.
And I want to say one thing too.
Sure.
The House of Soul, which is the name of my company, it's just not me. There's Shelton Woods and Sheila Johnson. And it's a group of us, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Shelton and Sheila, hello. We have to get you all down here.
Yeah.
Well, Cynque, I want to thank you so much for coming down here. We finally got to sit down and talk.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
Yes,
Thank
it
you. I
has.
really appreciate it.
Most
Thank you
definitely.
for
We
the
have to have
time.
you back to find out about more of your events. So Kansas City, for more videos, check us out at whatsupkansascity.net. Make sure you check out his page, House of Soul KC, correct?
KC.
Make sure you check out his page. Come down to the Buffalo Room for the Felabration and
Please.
embrace your African roots, embrace your soul.
Yeah.
So remember, if you don't grind, you don't shine, you don't work, you don't eat. So make it make sense, Kansas City. We're out. Thank you, Cynque.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.